It's Bernard. Jeff Bezos, the richest man on the planet. Well, officially the richest man on the planet. I think it might be Putin, but you know, not official. Jeff is obviously an incredibly intelligent man. A bit of a controversial figure. It's widely known that he doesn't really treat his workers fantastically. I've known people who have worked at Amazon. It's a tough place to work. They know how to get the most out of their employees, shall we say. He was forced by the government to pay his staff properly in the warehouses. I'm a bit 50-50 with Jeff. I appreciate him. His focus is always the customer. I'm a customer, and Amazon is an amazing service. There's no denying it. But the way he goes about things, I'm not sure about. However, that being said, a lot of the things he says has been inspiring to me. I've listened to him. I've been like, oh, all right, yeah, mate. This guy knows what he's talking about. You know, he's very with it. He's very real. Apparently, when he was 10 or 11, he predicted how many years his grandmother had knocked off her life because of smoking, which resulted in her crying and leaving the room. So this kind of tells you a lot about him. You know, he thinks a bit like a machine. He was probably trying to help her out, but the way he did it probably wasn't the best. And I think that just, that tells you what you need to know about him. I've worked with people who they're just very robotic. They're all about numbers and stats, but not much empathy or emotion. Anyway, I hope this impacts you in the way it impacted me.
You guys will find that you have passions, and having a passion is a gift. I think we all have passions, and you don't get to choose them. They pick you, but you have to be alert to them. You have to be looking for them. And when you find your passion, it's a fantastic gift for you because it gives you direction, it gives you purpose. You can have a job, or you can have a career, or you can have a calling. And the best thing is to have a calling. And if you find your passion, you'll have that, and all your work won't feel like work to you. Many kids and many grown-ups do figure out over time what their passions are. And sometimes we let I don't think it's that hard. I think what happens though sometimes is that we let our intellectual selves overrule those passions. And so that's what needs to be guarded against. It's incredibly hard to get people to take bold bets, and you need to encourage that. And if you're going to take bold bets, they're going to be experiments. And if they're experiments, you don't know ahead of time whether they're going to work. Experiments are by their very nature prone to failure, but a few big successes compensate for dozens and dozens of things that didn't work. So, bold bets, AWS, Kindle, Amazon Prime, our third-party seller business, all of those things are examples of bold bets that did work, and they pay for a lot of experiments. I've made billions of dollars of failures at Amazon.com, literally billions of dollars of failures. And you might remember Pets.com or Cosmo, or give myself a root canal with no anesthesia very easily. None of those things are fun, but they don't matter. What really matters is companies that don't continue to experiment, companies that don't embrace failure. They eventually get in a desperate position where the only thing they can do is make a kind of Hail Mary bet at the very end of their corporate existence. Easy to have ideas. It's very hard to turn an idea into a successful product. There are a lot of steps in between, and it takes persistence, relentlessness. So I always tell people who think they want to be entrepreneurs, you need a combination of stubborn relentlessness and flexibility. And you have to know when to be which. And basically you need to be stubborn on your vision, because otherwise it'll be too easy to give up. But you need to be very flexible on the details, because as you go along pursuing your vision, you'll find that some of your preconceptions were wrong. and you're going to need to be able to change those things. So I think taking an idea successfully all the way to the market and turning it into a real product that people care about and that really improves people's lives is a lot of hard work.
Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully that motivated you and maybe lifted your spirits. And if you need a video, go to itsbernard.com.